Let's give a warm welcome to Sven, who will give us the latest updates about the integration between CloudStack and Tungsten Fabric.
Okay, hi there. So yeah, it's nice to talk today here in the CCC 2022. So my talk today, first to me, my name is Sven Vogel. So I want to give an update from the Tungsten Fabric SDN integration. We had a talk last year on the CCC. It was yeah, and today we want to give information how is the development state and can it be tested and what we need to do. And I have also a demo in the package. So normally today I have a talk together with Hui, but Hui is ill. So we had in the last time, so I was ill, he is now ill, and so we created videos for everything, but I have a video from him. He created one for me, and I can play this then. It's a demo video. Okay, let's start with the Tungsten Fabric integration, SDN integration. So first of all, some information for them. Then don't know that. So it was a yeah, I talked over the years with Simon Weller, and I know him good, and we talked about the problem that we need an SDN. So we know in CloudStack we had in the past SDN systems like Nuage from Nokia, but they left the community and they only support other platforms. I don't know which one, and the only one what we have is the generic virtual router implementation, and but in the past we had some problems on both sides of our network engineers and customers that we need an SDN which is more integrated in other systems and can deliver some such things like EVPN and other functionality, because it's most of our network engineers need them. And then the problem was to find an SDN on the market which is open source. Tungsten Fabric, for information, the name in the past was Open Contrail. This is from Juniper, and it was first it was Open Contrail, then they gave it to the Linux Foundation, and now they are developed under the Linux Foundation, but there is also a commercial version, and Juniper is also on the is also in the boat in the future development. And other companies, it's also a community project, and you can develop on it, and it supports many platforms like Kubernetes and VMware and other things. And the main focus was, I talked to Simon, was from that we need some SDN first for KVM, because most of the time we use KVM. You can also use Tungsten Fabric generic with VMware. You can also use it with Kubernetes or OpenShift or someone. Yeah, that is possible. But for CloudStack, we need to implement it a little bit more deeper. If there are some questions, what's with VMware? Yeah, it's also possible to, if this is finished here, to make an integration in CloudStack and VMware. Yeah, the most development was done by Lee Min Hui. He's ill now today, and from Rado Dotwicia, and the technical support was mostly done from Simon and me. And big thanks to Dan Hoagland. He wrote me a message in Slack for code review. I hope you can check more things and deep into and find problems, and then we can fix them. Okay, the goals of this project was what we want was a widely adopted SDN, for the fabric to fill the feature gap in ACS, for EVPN and other things, so that we can a more smoother environment. Most of our customers use, for example, Cumulus networks or other things. Today NVIDIA. Then important, it was something like offload networking processing for high performance. The initial focus, what I told, was on KVM, but it can be expanded on VMware. What we also need was an enable advanced routing functionality, yeah, and a rich feature set, yeah, integration. And another point is also what we want was Tungsten Fabric has their own UI and an own API, and has also a very good security functionality for virtual machines. And maybe later you can mix it with there's an interesting point with Kubernetes and VMs and Kubernetes environments, and this is very interesting. So what are the Tungsten Fabric features? The most important features for us was high performance. It's DPDA. Most of them will know you need special network cards. Most of Intel will be supported, and you have offloading. Then a managed network lifecycle. This is most important for our network engineers. Then a static net, source net, port forwarding and load balancing. That is important. EVPN and VXLAN support is very important. And MPLS over UDP and LDP. Most of our customers have MPLS networks. A good thing is there is a full API set, and the documentation is now better of Tungsten. So there was a little bit a gap between OpenContrail came to Linux Foundation, was renamed to Tungsten, and there was a little bit gap of documentation. And where's the API now? I think it will be better in the next months and next year. And then the firewall capabilities. Yeah, you have a good integrated firewall. Traffic encapsulation via host and MPLS or VXLAN. That's important. Application-based policies is possible. Yeah, it's integrated, and you have a dual stack IP version 4 and IP version 6 support. Most of us use at the moment IP version 4, but I think there are many people that need also IP version 6. Okay, today, in the last CCC, we had not enough time to show a demo. The demo was done by Lee Min Hui. He developed many code of them. Big thanks to him. And we have also the new UI in this demo. And I think I will start the demo. Anyone need to say to me if it's working? I will start, and I hope you can hear that.
Hi, Sven. There's no audio, Sven.
Excuse me?
There's no audio.
There's no audio? Okay. This is bad. Give me a second.
While playing the video, there's no audio.
Yeah, I hear it. The video should have audio, but maybe it will not be. Give me a second. I have another possibility. I will open audio in another window. I will change. Then we need to restart it. Yeah, it's embedded in PowerPoint. It's always the problem if you have Keynote or PowerPoint and you have integrated things like a video and you don't know where's the audio comes out. In a second. I switch to that one. Do you see a dark
Yeah.
video? Yeah. Let's try again. I hope audio is now. Please, anyone tell me, is something to hear?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing?
Nothing.
It's very interesting. Anyone has an idea how to fix that? No. To get the audio in Hyperview? No.
Sven, can you just unplug your earphones and play it out loud?
Yeah, maybe we have a. Yeah, that's possible, but. Have a problem. Just 1 minute.
Hello everyone, my name is
Yeah, it's working.
Today
Thanks.
I will tell more about Tungsten plugin for CloudStack. First of all, I will show you how to create a CloudStack zone with Tungsten Fabric. We as a advanced zone. And in the physical network, we choose TF for isolation methods, and in traffic label type VH0. VH0 is the default interface of this. And in here, we tie the Tungsten Fabric provider, the controller, and the gateway. The public network we choose. And the next step, we the same with all the zone creation. So for set time, I create a Tungsten Fabric zone already. And when the zone were created, in the physical network, we will see the Tungsten provider were on, and its information, And also when the zone were created, if we check the network in the Tungsten Fabric, we will see it also create a public network and management network. And also some work for virtual machine and policy for the public network and management network. And now I will try to create a network of isolated network. And the VM also when VM were and the network and the VM were created in the network, we see it's also create a network in the Tungsten Fabric and the box for the VM. Here we can see the IP address is the same in the CloudStack. And also the tab interface. In here, yes. Okay, let's check the VM is still logged in. Now I will try to pin to the book, and you can see it cannot spin to the outside. And in the traffic flow in the Tungsten Fabric, if we check the traffic, traffic outside, we can see the action now is denied. So now I will try to make express rule. Let's check again, and it came into the hook pool now, and in the traffic flow, in the CMP, we can see how action is passed. The next filter I want to show you is the box forwarding. I will try to add a new IP address. And config for what's I think I need to check the config activity server first. we need some start profiles. Now, this can access to the web server on the VTuber team. So it means port forwarding is working. So the next filter I want to show you is load balancing. Create a new VM on network type 1. Deploy a little bit to for the VM logging. And when we create a load balancing in CloudStack in the Tungsten Fabric, we also see we also create a load balancer with the start compute start VM. And now I will set the west from this. As you can see here, if I refresh the page, the content would change. So this means the load balancing filter is working. And another filter I want to show you is the logical router. First of all, I will create another guest network. And a VM in new network also, network 2. Okay, now if I pin from this computer, this VM from this network 2 to VM network 1. And we can see it cannot, even if I must address voice. Still cannot. So in the Tungsten provider, I will test logical router.
Sven, just to let you know, you have approximately 15 minutes more.
I
And
think
in
so.
the yes, network, I will
1 minute for the video, and then I think 5 minutes for me.
this
Okay.
network to logical router. The same also and network 2. And now you can see we can bin from VM of network 2 to a VM of network 1. So that is a filter of logical router of Tungsten Fabric. That's all information that I want to show you today. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for the nice video. I think we continue with the presentation of Sven, maybe?
Just a moment. I share my PowerPoint.
Hello everyone, my name is Hui.
Okay. So I go a little bit faster. So yeah, we saw the demo from Hui. I think at the moment all things are done. The integration tests are finished. So what we now need is a little bit code reviews. Yeah, maybe Dan can help. And testing from the community. So anyone who wants to try it, yeah, there are 2 PRs. I come on the next slide to this. and everyone who wants to try it, he can test it. And yeah, what's left to do is create a documentation, install instruction that was more than install instructions for how it works with CloudStack. So the install instruction for Tungsten, they are on the Tungsten Fabric side. Yeah, you have at the end of the day, you have two pieces to do. Yeah, you have to install Tungsten Fabric and bring that in a good state, and then you have a working setup with CloudStack. Yeah, and then you can connect it and you can try it. It's important to have if you have a higher ability environment, you need to also to be sure that Tungsten Fabric is always working. Yeah. And next step will be the documentation, and I hope some feedback from the community if what's not working. Maybe we need to fix some things. And yeah, that's it. And there are 2 PRs. You can find them here. You can also search on the CloudStack site, and then you find them if you put Tungsten into. And the goal is maybe the target version 4.18 that we get it merged. That would be nice. Maybe we get it a little bit earlier, but I think we need to test it. And that a big thing is to get a working test environment. It's not so easy because you have to install Tungsten by side. Okay, that was my talk to the state of Tungsten Fabric. It's almost finished. Yeah, now we need to test it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sven. I will start with a few questions which we have on the online platform. So the first one is, what services aren't provided?
Can you repeat it? I don't understand it.
What services aren't provided? I don't know whether they talk for the integration, maybe?
You mean other platforms?
Which services that the VR currently provide that Tungsten does not?
I think all things that are in Tungsten possible, yeah, as features that we also implemented these services in CloudStack. I think there is no one, there's nothing left, yeah, what I know. You can maybe do more things with Tungsten directly with the UI, and you have an API there, and network engineers can do anything there. But from CloudStack side, so I think you can do the most things are possible now. The main point was if there are things that are not in CloudStack at the moment, so you have to. It's more complicated to integrate that. So we are looking which features are in CloudStack and which features we need and which features are in Tungsten, and we can get a good state between both of them. And for special things, you can also use the Tungsten Fabric UI and can add functionality. Yeah, for that, if you have a customer, for example, that needs special things, and it is not controlled or from CloudStack side. Maybe that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. And what about features that are upcoming CloudStack at the same time, like upskilling? Because now there's a parallel development, right, of new features on the VR, which don't exist on the Tungsten integration.
I don't know. At the moment, we are only concentrated on the Tungsten features. Yeah, and Tungsten development is very what I should say, not slow. It's very stable. I think most of the features are implemented. I cannot say what's in the actual router from CloudStack. What are the differences? So we have a table. I will put this on a PDF file. We in the start for 2 years. Yeah, we created a table. What are the features in the virtual router from CloudStack? What are the features should we have, and which or we want to have, and which features can be delivered from Tungsten? And yeah, I can put them into the presentation if it's online to download as PDF file or something like that, and then you can see what's possible in the virtual router and what's left. Yeah, what's not possible. maybe there are some things that are not possible. What you can do in the virtual router and the integrated SDN from CloudStack, and what you can do in Tungsten and vice versa. Yeah.
Thank you, Sven. I have a couple of questions. One is, can you mix this provider with another provider in the same zone? Is there a possibility, for instance, to use both the VR or whatever other provider that may be and Tungsten on the same networks or on different networks in the same zone?
I think it should be possible, different provider. In the past, it was possible in CloudStack. Maybe anyone can answer that, but it would be not so easy to mix them with the same. Yeah, the main thing is it's a completely different technical system. So you, for example, if you maybe we can make a more deep dive talk in next time or something like that. So if you look for Tungsten, you have a virtual router on each host, yeah, and this virtual router is talking to the controller, and we talking directly to the controller from Tungsten from CloudStack, yeah. And but there is no connection directly to the implementation from CloudStack, and maybe they use MPLS and something like that, and UDP and GRE for communication between the hosts. So I don't know how you can mix this. Maybe this is possible over other techniques, over switches, or I don't know, over router. This is maybe possible, but I don't see it how it could be possible at the moment so easy if you have this environment and that environment. Yeah.
Thank you, Sven. Sorry for cutting in. We're running out of time, and we still have a few questions. So, what happens to the DHCP, DNS server, and metadata service when you run Tungsten?
DNS is possible. Yeah, you need to check, and DHCP is also possible, but metadata service is not possible from this side at the moment.
Right. So we would need the traditional virtual router for this, right?
Yes.
Can they coexist?
Because this is not. Yeah, that's correct. It's not in the focus of Tungsten. Tungsten is. That's what I mean. We have DNS is possible. And,
yes, I realize metadata is not actually a networking thing.
No,
yeah, but they can coexist. So we can have password service and as well as whatever Tungsten is offering network services.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, there are more questions, but we're running out of time. Thank you very much, Sven.
No problem.
Thank you very much, Sven. Just a quick update that in the last months with Sven and with the Tungsten guys, we have been working on a solution brief, which probably will be released in the next month or so. So thank you, Sven, for all your help on this, and thank you for the nice presentation.